Hi Capricorn, this is Jess with your weekly reading for December 12th to the 19th. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. So Capricorn, some of you guys, have taken yourself off the market. You're no longer on the market. It seems like, I feel like for some of you, if this applies, it could be either you've made a decision and now you're at a planning stage of how do you tell them they're the one and you want to go to the next level, or you want to be with them, that sort of thing. Or someone could have given you an ultimatum, like, what is it going to be? Do you want to be with me? What are you going to do? You're going to keep going out here, dating? What are you going to do? So it could be on either side for some of you that this relates to. But for those of you that has made the decision yourself, it's almost bittersweet, because it's like, okay, I'm going to move on with this person. You've made that decision, right? And now it's like, man, I have to kind of hang up my single card. So it's almost like, I don't see you guys having a last hurrah, if you will, but you will be walking away having built up a lot of memories. Let's just say you're leaving a lot of memories behind, but you're very much emotionally attached to this person. Okay. And I feel like for some of you, you're going to kind of decide to tell this person or make an offer to them while you're at work. So or focus on something very specific, and then it's going to come to you like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna tell her, or I'm gonna tell him, or I will accept his offer. Some of you are going to be the ones receiving an offer, and you've been kind of trying to decide, and now you're going to say, yeah, I'm gonna I will accept his offer or her offer, whatever, or I'm going to make the offer. Now, it may not come across that way to the person. I feel like for those of you that this applies to, it will not necessarily come across to that person like, I love you, be with me. It's going to be far more controlled. You are a Capricorn, so you will do it in a far more controlled way. And it even may come across to them as if nothing has changed. Like, this is it. This is how you're going to tell me that we're together, or you want to be with me. So just, even if a person kind of gives you that energy, just understand they're only interpreting you. And again, some people, they want bells and whistles and all of that stuff, but if they live long enough, they'll learn to appreciate a Capricorn person that will provide you the stability and a longevity that everyone looks for, at least once you get mature, right? So they do not really understand the effect that they have on you. And it has a lot to do, I feel, with you being a Capricorn, not just an earth sign, but a Capricorn, and the fact that you have to maintain a level of control around the situation, and you're going to approach it in a very logical sort of way. So just be mindful of that. They're not out of bounds. It's just, again, their interpretation of your style of expressing yourself may be a little bit foreign to them. So just keep that in mind. Now, others of you, there may be a source of worry, or they may be worried that, again, they're not getting the answer. You're not expressing yourself the way that they want, but in time, it'll all come together. Now, others of you, I'm seeing very clearly that some of you are getting as far away from a person as possible because this person is pregnant. This person is pregnant. And some of you right now, you're like, no, that's not the case. And you're not going to know for another 3 weeks to 3 months that, yes, someone is pregnant, because it's actually something that you don't know right now. But you may just be deciding, like, this person may be very argumentative toward you, even trying to like contact your mate. And that's the reason why you want to get away from them, is because you're in a relationship with someone. And this person may be trying to jeopardize that. And they may be saying that, hey, I'm pregnant. And you're like, I don't believe it. I want to get away from this person as quickly as possible. Like, I had a little fun night. I thought it was going to just be fun, that sort of thing. I'm not condoning any of this. I'm just interpreting. You may be finding yourself having to kind of beg, plead, that sort of thing to your mate to try to, again, heal this situation when this comes out. Okay. Some of you are, may even be giving that person like hush money, like I'll take care of the baby, just don't, I can't be with you, that sort of thing. So it looks like you're trying to come up with a plan to keep this thing a secret, is what I'm kind of seeing. And you're stressing yourself like crazy about the situation. You're really stressed out this week about that. Now, others of you, I feel like you're not going to realize it, but some of you definitely are in a relationship, a very promising relationship. And I feel like the person you may be questioning if it's your child. So for some of you, it's someone telling you that, yes, I'm pregnant, and you don't believe them, or you just want to get away from it, or you want to keep it quiet. Others of you, you're questioning that person like, okay, you're pregnant, but is it my child? Are you sure it's my child? Like that sort of thing. And it's like, you're not going to even entertain it until it's proven. Like, you want documentation for some of you, although you are going to be very worried because you know that you could be one of the candidates at least, right? So there is worry around it, but I feel like you're not going to, you're trying not to entertain it at least. And then when you do communicate with the person, it's a lot of questions, really trying to get down to the bottom of the situation. And I feel like actually, if that's the case for some of you, it's going to be a blessing. Definitely a blessing in disguise that you don't even realize. Like, this child could be a blessing. Okay. So it's a lot of stress, undue stress. For some of you, it's justified, the fact that you're stressed, and others of you, it's kind of undue stress. So just be mindful of that, guys. Now, but I feel like for those of you that are questioning the person, like, is this my child, that sort of thing, I feel like toward the end of the week, or even going by the end of the month, I want to say, you may be trying to get on the same page with them, trying to, at least, like, you're going to say to yourself, at least I don't want to be combative, because I don't want this person to, come after my money. Like, you may think that, like, I don't want, to take this to court. So to try to avoid that, let me try to get on the same page as this person. Let me try to befriend them and that sort of thing. So I do see whatever is ailing you and stressing you out as it relates to these particular, interpretations, you will find a solution by the end of the week. Okay. Now, as far as others of you in your love life, I feel like it really is reading the same way, guys, but I feel like there's a relationship. For those of you that are a couple, you may be finding out that your wife is pregnant, that sort of thing. Okay. And it may be just the thing, like some of you could have broken up, taken a break from one another, or even you may even have contemplated, like, I just want to be free from this relationship. Because I remember saying that to you guys a couple of videos back, I think. And then you find out I'm pregnant, or you find out that your wife's pregnant, and it kind of brings you guys back together. So there's a lot of blessing and healing through the birth of a child. And again, it doesn't necessarily have to be your child. It could be your daughter. It could be a sister. It could be someone that is going to have a baby. Very soon, you'll find out that the person is having a baby. Others of you, I feel like as it relates to work, excuse me, I feel like there has been a decision that needed to be made, possibly with starting a new opportunity, deciding to go at it alone on your own and leave a circumstance behind. Okay, so for some of you, it could be, I'm going to shut down my business and I'm going to go back into the working field because it's just too much of a hassle to deal with my own business. And I'm going to kind of leave that behind and decide to align myself with a 9-to-5 or whatever the schedule is. Others of you, and it's bittersweet again, because you built up that business and it was like a baby to you, that sort of thing. So it will be bittersweet. But then the opportunities that will come if you go into, again, the working industry will be more beneficial for you. And I feel like it will be easier on your health. It would just revitalize you for some of you guys. And you'll be back to work as normal. And you will feel, again, a sense of happiness, basically. Although you're going to be a bit worried, there could be some things about that business that you kind of like, okay, with you shutting it down, it could be things you have to pay off, or, other tedious things, or just worrying, how am I going to make the transition between shutting this down and keeping the income going until I find another job. But I do see that it will be something coming up very quickly for you guys within the next 3 weeks to 3 days for some of you. Others of you, I do see that work looks to be really good. There can be a collaboration between you, your manager, and another person, and someone could be a bit combative, okay, this week. Not necessarily combative, but they can seem a bit pesty, like they mean well, the person means well, they just ask a lot of questions, they have a lot of energy, it's just a lot going on with them. And I feel like this week is going to be very calm, outside of what I just said in the beginning of the recording. But this is going to be a very calm week for you guys. I feel like you're going to decide, some of you are going to decide to walk away from something that you just started. Okay. And again, I feel like it has a lot to do with you getting down to the bottom of something. It wasn't working and you're going to move on, but you're going to be glad that you did. Like, again, you may not be ecstatic that you have to move on from a person, situation, or circumstance, but you will realize within the next 3 weeks to 3 months that it was one of the best decisions that you could have ever done. So again, going back into the work sphere, leaving a job, moving, that sort of thing, making some type of life altering decision this week. And it could go on to the end of the month for some of you. So don't just say if it didn't happen this week, that means it won't happen. No, it's an energy. So it all depends on where you begin with this interpretation of this reading and this energy. And again, whatever it is that you're starting anew and having to leave something behind, because again, you're making a life-changing decision for yourself, you will have worry. It will come with worry. But again, 3 weeks for some of you, 3 months time, you will see the benefit, and it will be an amazing benefit in which the decision that you make right now will lead you. So that's what I have for you guys for this week. If it resonates, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. And if you're new to this channel, welcome and subscribe, because I will be back very soon with another one. Take care, Capricorn.